You're listening to Family Today with Funmi Johnson.
This is a beautiful Friday morning. Welcome to Family Today with Funmi Johnson. And the issue is still hot and piping. What do men want? What do men really want? We started on Friday last week, and we had a lot of people contributing and saying what they want. I'm not a man. I had to ask a lot of questions to be able to do these, and we have top on our list what men want. They want acceptance. They want their wives to accept. I'm talking about what a husband wants in his wife. I'm not talking about all men now. I'm talking about what the husband wants in his wife. If you want to contribute, I will open the phone lines shortly, but for now, I want you to just get a recap. I want you to get a recap of what men want. They want acceptance, they want appreciation and affirmation. They want free time. You know, a lot of times we just want to have the men totally glued to us. Yes, it's good, but can they just have a 2 hours off when they don't have to really be answerable? Let them just be free. Let them let down, and enjoy that me time. They want trust. They want to be trusted. Say, oh no, trust is not bestowed, trust is earned. Yes, help them, prop them to a point where your relationship can be one where trust rules and reigns. Because if there is doubt and insincerity in relationship, it's going to be very difficult to work together. And the Bible says, can two work together except they agree? And they want companionship. Men are hungry to have friends. They want companionship. They want to have friends. And that is very, very crucial. And then last on my list, I was going to say that before some man just called in and said, you know what? They want sex. Yes, we know men want intimacy, but it's not the number one. If all you do is just intimacy, then you can as well do it with a prostitute. Relationship with your wife is more than just the S word. So let's look at it again. Acceptance, appreciation and affirmation, free time, trust, companionship, and then intimacy. Your intimacy becomes really, really good, really, really beautiful when you work together in this regard. Now, the women are saying to me, what about us? You've talked to us about what the man wants. What about the woman? What does the woman need, or what does the woman want? I'm going to pause before I tell you what the woman wants, because, people think that women are very complicated. Some say that, women are like the computer, that when you just open your laptop, for instance, you have all the icons just pop up, But the man is like the filing cabinet. You close one before you can access the second one. Okay, so a man just comes simply as it is, one thing at a time. But a woman can just open up everything. She can just function as a mother, as a teacher, as a counselor, as a wife, as a daughter-in-law, all, at once. So what does a woman really want? I want the husbands to listen attentively, and I'm going to open the phone lines, and the number to call is 0700 923 923 923. If you want to contribute, what do you think the wife needs from our husband? Okay, the first thing, a wife's greatest need is, somebody said money. No, it's not money. Say affection. Yeah, but that's not the first one. A woman's uppermost need, a wife's greatest need, is security. Security, SECURITY. A woman feels most secured when she is married to a man who is sensitive. Why does she need security so much? Why does a woman need security so much? First, because, a man is naturally aggressive. There's something built in every male that makes you to want to conquer, that makes you want to protect, that makes you want to ward off predators. And subconsciously in a man's mind is that mentality that he is meant to protect. So when the man gets home, that thing that had been released outside still is operational in the house. So there's that, kind of subtle fear that a man could be very, very aggressive and possibly domineering. So for your wife, you need to demystify that and let your wife know that our security is your priority. So a woman needs a man that makes her security a priority. Now, why then is it difficult for men to give the women that? Because you think, oh, that's so simple, just to let my wife know that I can protect you, I can secure you and all that. No, it's not like the woman needs you to take a gun or be a black belt karateka. No, this security is more emotional than physical. It's more mental than what you can actually count. So how do you get to meet this need? I'm going to explain this to you. I'm looking at a way to explain it to you in a way that you can understand so that you can be useful to your wife. There are reasons why it's a bit difficult for a man to be able to keep his wife secured. One, when you get home tonight as a husband, deliberately, right by the door, leave that conquering and aggressive mode right by the door. And when you enter, take up this necessity to make your wife feel secure. Don't shout. Don't let her drop hints or, don't let her nag you before you let her know that you are here just for her. That is what a woman needs. And then when she frowns, she's not necessarily frowning at you. She's frowning because she needs to pass, information to you. She needs to communicate. So it's not at you, it's not against you, it's actually for you. So a man is vulnerable to rejection, but don't misunderstand that for the need of your wife, for security. And thirdly, right now, men feel somehow unneeded. Because in our father's time, I remember the man would always, the way our parents were, the man would be driving the Mercedes-Benz and the woman would be driving a Peugeot or a Volkswagen. The man is the principal of a school and the woman is the headmistress of a primary school. The man works in the bank, or the man is a doctor and the woman is a nurse. That was the era of our parents. Now, somebody say now. The man is the doctor, the woman is also the chief consultant. The man works in the bank, the woman is the ED of a bank. So the need for relevance is clearly being eroded. So the man feels unneeded, and so it withdraws. Now listen to me. It does not matter what the woman earns. It does not matter what position she has attained in the marketplace. A woman wants security. So you need to. That woman that married you chose you out of all the men. She chose you because you're important to her. And it's important for you to know that she looks up to you, irrespective of the size of your bank account. So a man wants to give his wife security. So the number one need of a wife, are the husbands listening, is security. Now the next need is I'm going to tell you the next need, and I'm still going to open the phone lines now. The number to call is 0700 923 923 923. And if you want to chat us on WhatsApp, it can be 08173136193. This is Family Today with Funmi Johnson. The conversation is hot. We're talking about what a man needs and what a woman needs. The second need of a woman is a need for soft, non-sexual affection. A need for soft. I'm biting my words. Soft. You see, let me tell you something. I've been married now I'm trying to calculate the date. December 5th is going to be 26 years, and I think I understand men. Okay, when a man comes charge at you and is like, "Oh, hey babe, what's up?" The next thing in his brain is sex. Meanwhile, a woman is looking for a man that would just say, "Oh, baby, you're the finest. Oh, my God, fine girl, no pimples, let her smile, check her dimples when she walks, check her stepping." So, and the woman just throw it off. But I don't know how we're going to marry that. Hey, man, listen to me. I'm talking on behalf of the women now. Not that we want to deprive you, but we don't want to be seen as sex objects. Hello? Am I talking on behalf of all women? Yes, they say yeah. So what do we want? A woman told me in counsel, he said, do you know what? My husband has never touched me outside of the room. You know, like just hold me on the street, kiss me on the street, shout babe on the street, like kind of hug me, demonstrate those things on the street, because I know that on the street you won't be able to strip me. So that makes me feel secure. It still ties to number one point of security. So what am I saying on behalf of the women? Soft. Let me say very, very womanly. Soft. Soft, non-sexual affection. So what are the things you can do? Right now, every man listening to me, take your phone right now and send a text to your wife. Say, oh babe, this is Friday morning, just shortly before 12 noon. I want you to know that you are the best. Now, send that. Then you can say, you know what? I don't care whether I have good meals. I don't care whether you do this or that. But I just want you to know that I love you. 3, just take some, emoticons and just love, 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 ... smile, smile, smile. Those things that you did that made your wife to say yes. Try them today. Try at least 3. And then make it a point of duty to do it all the time. You will be surprised. When a woman gets that soft, non-sexual affection, she actually opens herself up for that thing that you want. So the first thing a woman needs is security. And the second one is soft, non-sexual affection. I know the men are going to cut my head off. I'm like, what do you mean? It's my wife. One of the reasons I'm married is so that I can have free. Oh, hello. Hey, I told someone, the most expensive place to have that S word is in marriage. And why that? Because, you see, you can go to the brothel and for 5,000 or 2,000 or 1,000 without any touch, without any preamble, without any foreplay, you can just get what you want. But in your home, you're going to feel the temperature. You're going to feel, what happened? Are you okay? What happened at work? And all those things before you can even gain access. And just as you're about to make the next move, he's like, you know what? I just feel really bad. What happened? So person. And then Funke came. And then you go on again. That can go on for another 2.5 hours. So it's difficult. But you can be skillful. You can be tactful at this. So once you make the woman feel secured, and then you can give that soft, non-sexual affection, then you're on the way to meeting the need of your wife. I'm going to take one more before we go on break. Let's go on break right now, and then we would continue what a woman needs. Paul says it is better for a single man to marry than to burn. Are you single, married, widowed, separated, or divorced? Join me on Family Today.
Family Today with Funmi Johnson is one program that will bring you in alignment with who you truly are and open your mind to how you rock your significant interpersonal relationships while sidestepping the landmines, culture, religion, and society have laid in your path. Family Today with Funmi Johnson goes where others are shy to go and shines the light in the dark corners others have forgotten. Tune in at 11:30 a.m. every Friday to listen to Family Today with Funmi Johnson on Inspiration 92.3 FM.
And we're back to the program.
Okay, we're back to Family Today with Funmi Johnson, and the numbers to call is 0700 923 923 923. Now, you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Funmi Johnson, numeric 1. You can contribute. You can tell me what you think. You may say, oh, I'm wrong. Maybe what a woman, I think there's a caller coming in now. Oh, okay, we lost that. You can say, oh, maybe it's not security. I think so. Because you see, the way God made every man, there's survival instinct in everyone. I can protect myself. I can defend myself. When push comes to shove, there are some things. You see a dog barking. I'm not a dog fan, and I have to jump. You'll be shocked at what gap you can cover running for your life. So it's not. Don't let it be as if, oh, women are just silly, stupid. They can't do anything until a man shows up. That's not true. They're just pretending. That's just really not true. Survival instinct is in every human being. So, but that need for security, like I said, is more emotional than physical. And then that, please, every husband, this is weekend, try that soft, non-sexual affection. I said I'm going to share you. There are 4 of them. I've shared 2. There are 2 more. Who can guess what those 2 are? What a woman really needs? Before I say the one that everybody know, and all that. What do you think those are? Remember, you can join us on phone. The number 3 need of a woman is open and honest communication. Open and honest communication. That is a big task for men, and I'll tell you why. A typical woman speaks 3 times more than a man. When we first got married, I would always ask my husband, "Oh, you went to see so and like, what did he say?" And he was there for 3 hours, and he would tell me what he said in 2 to 5 minutes. I'm like, excuse me? A 3 hours conversation? You say, "Oh, he didn't say anything. He just said this." I used to be so upset until I understood that a man doesn't talk like that. But the painful thing is this: when they are with themselves, they talk. So, men, we need you to talk. And at best, if you're not able to really talk, then listen to us and interject our conversation with, "Oh, really?" When you're doing that, we feel that you are communicating with us. A listening husband is a special husband. So, when you come home from work, these are the things you're going to ask. "Hey, babe, how was your day?" And don't expect fine. Once she says fine, say, what makes it fine? So, never ask a close-ended question. Ask open-ended questions. When you do that, your wife feels that she's important to you and that you're interested in her well-being. And this takes us back to security again. Because right at the center, the nucleus of a woman's existence is that need for security. So the way you relate with her in communication still ties back to that. A woman will talk to you naturally. All you need to do is show her that you're willing to spend the time to listen. So communication has to do with time. The way a woman appreciates the love her husband has for her is in the quality of time he spends with her. So if you're a husband listening to me today, truthful, honest communication, open, sincere communication. Don't shut your wife down. Don't let her think that she doesn't have an opinion. Another thing, now listen to this very closely. When a woman tells you she wants something, she does not want your suggestion. She wants your empathy. Many times, men are quick to jump into offering solution that actually cuts them off their wives. A wife does not need your solution. She needs your presence. She needs your time. She needs your understanding. What she just wants is somebody to agree with her that what she's saying is correct. Like, okay, oh really? Okay, and let your conversation end with, what do you then want? Allow her to tell you what she wants. So, honest communication is skill, and I think maybe before the end of this year, I'm going to talk to us about how to communicate in marriage so you understand what comes first. But for a man, don't offer. If your wife says you have a headache, never tell her, go get a Panadol. Because she knows where the Panadol is. In fact, she bought the Panadol. So, that's not what she needs. Oh, I have a headache. Really? You have a headache? Oh, hello, Shelley. What happened all day? What happened? Did the car give you any problem? What about that house help? What about the driver? By the time you're saying that, you will discover that in 5 minutes, that headache would have disappeared. Just because there is one man who is empathizing with his wife. Always say, you have a headache. Oh, okay, have you taken Panadol? You have closed the conversation and she's going to hate you. So, how many men still want their wives to love them? I can see all the men raising their hands. So, don't offer her Panadol when she has a headache. Offer her a listening ear. Offer her, can I rub your back? Offer her, can you just, put your head on my laps without anything happening afterwards? And you will see many things can happen just because you are listening. I say, when a guy comes home from work, their wife may ask them, how was your day? Don't just say, great. Tell them, how was my day? Let me take a cup of water. Let me tell you what happened. 8 o'clock, by the time I got to the car park, I was just about to park. Then Shego showed up. And then this. Then the board meeting started at 9. And then it was on for 3 hours. Can you imagine? That secretary that had to do this. Please say it. We want it. Then you're asking me, what is the relevance of that to her? She just wants to have a picture of what has happened to her, because there's a nurturing capacity in a woman, and she wants to nurture everything that comes her way. So please give us a chance to be who God has made us to be. Nurturer. We want to nurture you as well. So, the last thing, what does a woman really need? That one is going to be tough. Okay, we have someone on WhatsApp. He said, my name is a lady. Good morning. It's not all lady. My wife feels cheer. If I want to cuddle her, my name is Idowu Legbede. I didn't get that English, but I don't know. But whatever you're saying, Idowu, if you want to cuddle your wife, cuddle her outside, so that at least she is sure that it's not going to lead to the next thing. Start that, or cuddle her before the children, and start gradually. You need to build a confidence in you to a point where she knows that what you're doing is not for your own advantage, but for her as well. You see, because that will boost her self-esteem, boost her self-worth, make her still feel that she's wanted. I remember those days in Unilag, when it's 4 o'clock, because it's 4 o'clock that they open the door for the guys to come in. When it's 4 o'clock, you just see girls, trying to touch up their powder and looking good. Some even go to brush their teeth at 4 o'clock. The same way, a woman still wants to be looked at, still wants to be chased, still wants to be needed. We have a short time now, but we're running, we're going to do it. Don't worry, I'm going to give you the 4 points. I've told you 3. The first one is security, the second one is soft non-sexual affection, and the third one is open and honest communication. I'm going to tell you the the fourth one. But what I'm saying is to Idowu Legbede, still start with text. If you can't do the cuddle, start with text. Start with a phone call. Start with tiny little gifts. People think you need to have big gifts. You can buy just one strand of rose, or whatever is your wife's love language. I got another chat on WhatsApp. Is that why when a man and a husband is walking or went to a supermarket and a friend or a numbs up to the conversation, takes longer keeping the man waiting? A man can also keep the woman waiting. You see, let me tell you something. One of the things causing problem is marriage is a man thinking that he's superior to the woman. The way God made it, He made man a spirit. When God said He will make us in His image and His likeness, He made us as spirit beings, and spirit has no gender. So you have to, if your wife sees a friend, hey, for God's sake, if you see a friend, won't you stop to say hi to the friend? And won't you keep your wife waiting? So what makes you think that you can't keep your wife can't keep you waiting? But we should just be reasonable about it. And then this is something you can also talk about. Hey, babe, when you see your friends, why don't you keep the conversation like a minute or two? And then that's mutual understanding. So give that wife that dignity. When you boost the morale of your wife, it makes it easier for her to be who God has made her to be. You need your wife. And it's important. Because of time, I quickly want to tell us the last one. What a woman really needs from her husband. The final one, a woman needs leadership. A woman wants leadership. Contrary to what a lot of men think, that a woman wants to boss, a woman wants to dominate, a woman wants to control. No! A woman wants to look up to you for everything. That's the way it is wired. So don't abdicate the taking care of the children, the school decision, the homework, even the choice of what to wear. I remember when we go shopping in those days, when our children were still young, I would always ask my husband, what do you think, about this? I want to combine this. I have 2 sons and a daughter. And the 2 sons were back to back, So I kind of buy the same thing for them. Like, what do you think? What about buying this? What about not choosing this and all that? And it's like, oh, it's okay. That okay is just enough for me. He needs you to contribute. She needs you to contribute in those choices. Then, what are we eating today? What would you like? And the man says anything. There is no food called anything. So what do you say? Oh, okay. What are the options? Okay, this and that. She wants you to be there. A woman wants leadership. That is the way God made it, and this is very important. So apart from all this, I've not mentioned money. have not mentioned money. Now, even if your wife earns 10 million per minute, that 1 naira that you give her is more important than the 10 million. So, it's important for you to make your wife know that I have put aside a portion for dating you, and I'm going to date you, and that is part of leadership. The reason she agreed to marry you was because you dated her to start with. So we have to round up now. Time is never my friend on this show, but this is what you're going to do. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Funmi Johnson 1. You can visit Couples Breakfast, that's our page, and you can also send me a text. You can send me a text on 0802-318-2030 or send me an email, familytoday@funmijohnson.com. I'm going to continue this conversation. I don't know what I'm going to talk about next week because I want to close these what a man needs, what a woman needs, but I will still be talking about family because my purpose and my goal is to work together with you to form formidable families. God is interested in the unity of the homes because if two of you, Matthew 18:19 says, if two of you will agree together as touching a thing on earth, it will be done by our Father in heaven. So there is a power of unity, there is a power of agreement, and this is what is missing in home. A house that is divided against itself will not stand. So I'm trying to make sure that we come together and work in such a way that there can be unity. You only need one person to agree with you, and if you're married, you know that person is your spouse. I have one more from WhatsApp. Women can send an errand for Africa. Please help me with this and that. Too much. Instead of say, women are sending you an errand because they think you can do it. Okay? They think you can do it. Okay? Continue the chat. I will respond to you. I have to go now. And Family Today has been brought to you courtesy of the Capstone Church. Capstone Church is a church without walls that train, mentor, and deploy kingdom-class citizens. Thank you for listening. Remember, follow, like Funmi Johnson 1. Thank you.